Okay, it's William Jamming from Learn Digital Arts, and you're watching a series video 1000 tips of procreate. And we talked about how to use the color wheel, so color disc, if you want to add shadow. Because as a beginner myself, I sometimes find that sometimes my shadow is a little bit dirty, okay, and if you want to add shadow, you need to not only to make it darker but also need to make it saturated in order to get this kind of feeling. So yeah, that's previously my video, but not in this video. You may already know that, but if you haven't see that video, do please check it out, okay, so you can check the playlist. But I'm going to show you another way of doing things, and it's so much cooler and so much versatile than just drag it down and make it saturated. Okay, I promise you, it's amazing. Okay, so for example, if you want to like add a chicken, um, uh, okay, maybe just hide all this and just get the original one. Okay, so if you want to add the shadow, you can do something like this. Let me just duplicate this and add another layer and make this layer a clipping mask. So you like click on the original layer. Okay, so you can actually paint on this layer without actually going outside. And what I'm going to do is to not just to pick the color and drag it down and go right. If they go that, it will be just go to the original method. But instead of doing that, I'm going to do something very interesting. So I'm going to choose the color. Okay, this is a color disc. I'm going to choose the left or right side, just a bit. Don't go too much. If you go too much, you will go a little bit cyberpunky sort of feeling. But just to go a little bit up or down doesn't really matter. That's the beauty of things. Okay, so for example, if I just color pick the original color as the color here, you don't need to worry about what's inside. You don't need to worry about that. You just need to push the left or push the right. Okay, so for example, if I push it to the right, you get something like this. Okay, and once you push that, you need to get what is inside and get it really subtle. Okay, just to get it really subtle, because we're going to do some mathematics, and instead of just draw here, it will be pretty weird. You're going to change the layer settings from normal to multiply. So that's the reason why I use a very subtle color. So if you multiply this, you can get something like this. Okay, it's amazing, right? Look at here, it's amazing. If you add the shadowy part, you get something like this. Okay, really sort of transparent and good shadow. That's it. Really simple. And this method can be used with whatever color that you choose. Okay, so for example, if you got the original color here, we previously go right, you can also go left a little bit. So you can even go like a yellow or green, but remember to make it really subtle. If you don't make it really subtle, let me just show you. You'll get like a really green color. You don't want that. But instead of doing that, you're going to go really left. Okay, so you get something like this, and you look here, we got like the shadow but tilted to green. Okay, so then you can like draw here, and still it looks pretty good, right? Still shadow without being dirty. And you can even got something like this. Okay, so if you want to like aiming for like a cyberpunkish chicken, you can do something like this. Okay, so if you got like two green, it will be something like this. But I don't want that. Okay, you need to like go really subtle. Okay, and then you can get a really subtle tilted, right? Pretty good. And if you want to add more, you can just make it darker and more saturated. So you can get this cyberpunk-ish sort of feeling, but still it looks better. than just get a normal layer and add it and make it darker. Okay, and you can even got as crazy as a pinkish color, okay, or purple. Still, the result is pretty good. In fact, the purple multiplication is even better because you got like a more orange color. Okay, and this works not only on our chicken but also you can let me just create a new completely new canvas. It works basically on any color. So for example, let me just pinkish color also works. Let me just try something as crazy as a green color. And the original color, where you place on color wheel or the place that you click inside, doesn't really matter. That's the beautiful thing. So for example, I'm going to make you a circle. Let me use just draw a ball. Okay, and I'm going to draw a ball, something like this. Just erase a little bit. Okay, I think I need to get the make it smaller. Okay, just bear with me. Yeah, so for example, if you want to draw a ball, let me just move it down a little bit, and you just need to add a layer, click here, and clipping mask, get that specific color, and what you're going to do is to tilt it left or right, doesn't really matter in fact. So for example, I can just drag it down a little bit and just make it really subtle, and then change that to multiply, and then since the clipping mask you want to go outside, so we got something like this, just to make it bigger, so we got something like this. Okay, so this is so much better than you just simply let me just show you. If you got like a normal and clipping mask, and then you pick the color here, and let me just hide this layer, you pick color here, and you just drag it, say, down a little bit. Okay, if you do this, it will be pretty dark and pretty dirty without kind of transparency, like a diffusion sort of effect. So you can of course use the like saturated, okay, because you got this color here, you make it darker, you make it more saturated. You can have that kind of saturated feeling, but do not have if you compare these two, you can see the difference. Okay, and hide this. This is much more transparent and give a vibrant feeling to your drawing rather than use this like a really dark add, drag it down and saturate it. This is like a brute force attack. This is like a more subtle diplomatic approach. Okay, and hope this video is helpful, and it definitely like helped me a lot. I'm a beginner and learned this amazing tip that I want to share with you guys. If you think my videos helpful, do please give me a thumb up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, see you next video. Happy creating.